Welcome, Jason. First up, we'll go to Chris Johnston, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Chris.
Hi, Jason. Obviously injuries are a part of the sport and these things happen, but can you put it into perspective what last night was like for you and what you witnessed with John?
Yeah, obviously a very scary moment. John's a good friend that everybody was very concerned about. Happy to know that everything's looking on the ups, but definitely a moment where, your mind raced a little bit. You think about his family and them having to watch that, and just seeing your buddy on the ice like that is a scary moment.
What's important when it happens in a playoff series like this in terms of how you handle it as a team? How do you kind of process it? I don't want to say move past it, but move on, I guess, without him playing.
Well, we know John wants us to move on and get ready for next game. Our thoughts are with him, and we want to win hockey games so we can get him back in the lineup. So he's a big contributor, and the only way that can happen is by us winning games. So we have to do our job. We have to win hockey games, and that's what John wants us to do. So you move past, and obviously there'd be lots of conversations with him over the course of the time here to make sure that he's doing all right. But as players, when it's game time, we get ready to play.
Next up, we'll go to Terry Koshan, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Terry.
Hey, Jason. What's the key for guys like Austin and Mitch when they get the chances that they did last night and it doesn't drop for them? And probably put a little bit more on themselves to produce tomorrow night. But do you try not to keep in mind that it's Carey Price you're playing against and all this sort of thing? What's the key for them, do you think, tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think those guys, they're competitive. They want to do well every night, whether it's regular season, playoffs. If they have a night where they don't score, they're looking to come back hungry. I imagine no different now. It's important they know that it's a team sport and that we have to contribute in the bottom of the lineup to help those guys. But in knowing that they're going to elevate their game to another level, just like everybody else. So we got lots of confidence in those guys. They're the least of our worries. When they get looks, puck starts going in for them. So, we just got to stick to it.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel, The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, Jason, it looked like you were pretty close there with John last night. I'm just wondering what kind of role you were trying to play in that situation.
Well, he was picking up my voice, so I was just trying to keep him calm. Scary moment, and he wasn't really responding to too much that was going on. So I was just trying to keep him calm. And I actually talked to him when I got home, and he said that he picked up my voice and recognized it. So I think that's why I just tried to keep talking him through it, just to calm him down. Scary situation. You're just trying to get him to calm down and get him on that stretcher as soon as possible, just so that they can then do all the tests and make sure that he's okay. So that's kind of all I was trying to do, is just keep him calm.
Next up, we'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Jason, what sort of potential do you see for that new look second line now with Alex there and Nick and William?
Yeah, Chucky's a great forechecker. Nicky's a guy that's played center this year probably more than he has in the past because of some of the moves they made in Columbus. So he's comfortable there, and just a heavy line. I thought Willie was phenomenal last night. So he's going to continue that, and they're going to be a good line for us. So, but definitely lots of good options there. A good strong forechecking line for sure. And then Willie's got the touch.
We'll take three more here. We'll go to Kevin McGran, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
Jason, any, I'll say, extra animosity towards Corey Perry after that hit? Is there a risk that is a distraction now the rest of the way, his mere presence on the ice?
No, we're going to make it so it's not a distraction. We've, it was addressed. It's a physical game. I don't think anybody, Pears included, doesn't want to see John line on the ice like that. But there's no doubt it's playoffs and there's bad blood between teams. But I don't think anybody wants to see anybody lie on the ice like that. So we're going to move forward.
Next up, we'll go to Greg Ross, CBC. Go ahead, Greg.
Hey, Jason, obviously that was jarring to watch last night for everybody in the building. And I imagine it was pretty tough for the players that were close like yourself. Was there did anybody address it after the game, or did anybody address it today at all with the players? I mean, we could see the looks on your faces last night. What was the discussion like afterwards?
Yeah, I think we really needed that first intermission just to collect yourself. There's a pit in your stomach. It's sickening to see somebody lie on the ice like that, and especially John. He's so dialed in and in control, and to see him kind of be in a state like that it just really makes you sick to your stomach. So I think getting into the first intermission was good for our group. And then in terms of moving forward, I talked to him when I got home. Some of the other guys talked to him, and he texted our group, made sure everybody knew that he was okay. And I think that helps move things along. There was some conversation this morning, just getting an update on how he's doing, but all signs are pointing to things, being on the ups. And John, as the natural leader that he is, I think he's taken it upon himself to reach out to guys to make sure that, he's doing good too. So that just speaks to his character, that he's the guy in the hospital and he's worried about us, making sure we're ready to go. So, that speaks to his character and why he's the leader.
And last one here, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Jason, last night, bit of a rough time for your line at stages of the game. What are you guys looking at to do differently tomorrow? Your line.
I thought there wasn't a lot of 5-on-5. I kind of, 5-on-5, I thought we had some good shifts. I think, I take 2 penalties that I've taken 3 all year, and take 2 in game 1. That's got to obviously not be there. But I thought 5-on-5, other than that, I think we actually did some good things. I think we have to be a heavy physical line and control play. Most of our shifts have to end in their zone, and that's what we're trying to do. But, we'll watch the tape and the coach will talk to us, but, we'll go from there.
Thanks, Jason.
No problem.